Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. So, from this video, we are going to start our new chapter from geography, and that one is lesson number 2, land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and wildlife resources. So, from this video, we are going to start our first part, and that one is land. And as you know कि हर एक वीडियो के आखिरी में मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछती हूँ. So be ready for that. Okay? So let's start. And before that, we will start this chapter with short story. Now, this is the story of Mamba and Peter. Now, Mamba live in a small village in Tanzania, Africa. Mamba gets up very early in the morning to fetch water. She has to walk a long way and returns after a few hours. She then helps her mother in house chores and joins her brother in taking care of their goats. All her family owns a piece of rocky land around their small hut. Mamba's father can barely grow some maize and beans on it after toiling hard. This is not enough to feed their family for the whole year. On another side, Peter lives in the herd of the sheep rearing region in New Zealand, where his family runs a wool processing factory. Every day when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Their sheep yard is situated on a wide grassy plain with hills in the far distance. It is managed in a scientific way using the latest technology. Peter's family also grows vegetables through organic farming. Now, Mamba and Peter stay in two different parts of the world and lead very different lives. The difference is because of the difference in the quality of land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals, and the usage of technology. The availability of such resources is the main reason places differ from each other. Now, so this is a short story of Mamba and Peter. Now let's start with the first topic of this chapter, and that one is land. Now, land is among the most important natural resource. So land is the most important resource, and we know that. Then second point is it covers only about 30% of the land of the total area of the earth's surface, and all parts of this small percent are not habitable. So means all the part of the land is not habitable. The uneven distribution of the population in different part of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. So the uneven distribution of the populations totally depend on the different characteristics of land and climate. Now, after this, the rugged topography. Then you have second, steep slopes of the mountains. So these are the areas that are sparsely populated or inhabited. Okay, so rugged topography, steep slopes of the mountains, and third, low-lying areas susceptible to water. Then next is the densely populated areas. Means densely populated. So first is the plains, then the river valleys. These are the areas where population is more. So these are the lands suitable for the agriculture also. These plain areas and the valleys, river valleys, these lands are suitable for the agriculture. Now, do you know that 90% of the world population occupies only 30% of the land area? The remaining 70% of the land is entirely sparsely populated or uninhabited. Now, next subtopic is our land use. So, land use. Land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, and setting up industries. This is commonly termed as land use. Now, physical factor determining the use of land, and that topography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water. And the human factors that are human determinant of the land use pattern, and that one is a population and technology. Now, land can be classified on the basis of, or you may say, land can also be classified into two, and that one is private land and community land. So this is the private land and this is the community land. Now, private land owned by individuals. Individual person, they own the private land, whereas community land is owned by the community for common use, such as a collection of fodders, fruit, nuts, or medical herbs. Now, another name for the community land is common property land. Okay, so this is the another name for community land, and that one is common property resource. Now, even though people's demands are ever growing, availability of land is limited, thus leading people to encroach land to build commercial areas, shopping complexes, and all these things. So all we are going to discuss this in this subtopic, and that one is change in land use over time. So people and their demands are ever growing, but the availability of land is limited. Yes, demands are ever growing. Our demands change day by day, but the availability of land is limited. Okay, now second point is people started encroaching the land or encroaching the common lands to build up commercial areas, housing complexes in urban areas, and to expand the agricultural land in the rural areas. Then what people are doing? People started encroaching the common land. People started using the common land by making houses, by making complexes, and etc. Now, third point is land degradation, landslide, soil erosion, desertification are the major threat to the environment because of the expansion of the agriculture and constructional activities. So this is the picture of landslide, then this is the soil erosion and desertification. So this expansion of agriculture and construction activities led to major threat to our environment. So this is all about this video today. Now your question time. So which country has the highest percentage of land under pasture? And you have to give your answer in comment box. तो ये था आज का लेसन. मैं हूँ आपकी दोस्त केशा कुशवाहा. If you like my video, then do share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.